लोग जो हैं वो अपना मिस इंटरप्रेट करते हैं अपनी सक्सेस को नहीं।
सर ये बुक जो है हमारे जो है वो CSS ऑफिसर्स को देनी चाहिए।
हाँ 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 उनको ज्यादा जरूरत है।
हाँ
Okay.
ये जितने
Okay,
भी
so we are
Okay.
live. I just need to check that it's going live on our multiple social media handles. Then we will
Right.
start, inshallah.
Yes, it is. I can see clearly in the online event.
Okay, so it's going on our all multiple pages and YouTube.
Correct.
Okay, I would suggest to all the participants, please turn on your cameras. Musa, can you remove these glasses? Tag, tab, whatever. Okay. So, Assalamu alaikum all. This is Veria Asad, and I welcome you all to our first session of Elite Literary Prism. And this session will be conducted by our very own RJ Fawad and co-hosted by our club coordinator Faiz Ali Hassan. So I'm signing out from the screen and want RJ Fawad to run the show. Welcome, Fawad.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Thank you very much for honoring me on your show again. It's always a pleasure. Actually, the azan is going on. If you can give me just 1 minute to finish off the azan. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Thank you very much, dear participants and all the viewers who are tuning in from Facebook, wherever it could be. We are always there for the purpose of literature. And today we are honored to be a part of Elite Literature Society. Now, this society has a lot to offer. Firstly, I've got some beautiful angels around me, and they are as promising as they could in this part of their age. So, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh to all of you, dear members. Right. So, with that, I would like to start with the prelude of the program. As you all know, that we have got special empathy for the name of books when it comes around. It takes a lot of courage sometimes to execute these programs all alone. And I know Mrs. Javeri Asad has got all the good spirit in hands, and that is indeed quite rare. So thank you for giving us this opportunity once again. As you all know, ladies and gentlemen, Elite Literature Society is being operating under the banner of Elite Club within the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. They have this literature wing of the club, and this society was precisely established in 2018, a great year again. And of course, when all nationalities of all age groups were coming together, then Mrs. Javeri Asad was the sole personality that I used to witness who took on to the challenge. And today we have also an edition of Elitian Times, which enriches reading and writing skills of English and Urdu readers all along. Apart from this, we have got a great group of writers which contribute to this Elysian Times magazine. And we have got a very vibrant team as well. We have got Mr. Wahid Aslam, Honorable President, Javeri Asad as the founder again, and Rubina Shaheen. Yes, she is the VP for Education. Yes, that's true. Asad Ali Hassan is the Finance Secretary. Mr. Hassan Mahmood Walik is the Vice President of Public Relations, and he totally does justice with it. Sana Batul is the Event Secretary. Saima Dastagir, Executive Member. Khurram Khan is the Media Secretary from Riyadh. And Faiz Ali Hassan, our little soldier, is the Kids Wing Coordinator. Rahila Ahmed, Kids Wing Secretary. Iram Tariq, General Secretary. And Hanzala Tariq as the Kids Wing Coordinator with Faiz Ali Hassan, of course. Apart from this, let me remind you, I've got a very strong personality, a very great and brave kid with me who's going to be my co-host, and his name is again Faiz Ali Hassan. Thank you, Faiz, for giving your time to this event, and you're going to learn a lot from it. Right? So with that, we will go directly to our first level of our, of our agenda. So let me take it in. Okay. Faiz, are you ready with the slides?
Yes.
Right. Great. Thank you so much. So you can come back to the book reviews. And this sessions, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see on your screens, we have got this reviews-based session recommended for books, both for adults and kids every month. This time, I've got two books in hand. I'm going to speak on one of them, which is Primary Greatness. Primary Greatness was written by Stephen R. Covey, Italian businessman, a very famous person again, and quite recently he passed away. I must say that he has done a wonderful job and justice to make us learn that what kind of criteria comes in as a first step when we speak on character, right? So he has taken on two steps primarily to explain what a person should desire in his life. So Primary Success, this book all explains that there are two layers to be successful. The first one says that you have your own character in hand, right? You have the vibrancy in your personality and your strong desires make up to a wonderful mark, right? And the secondary greatness comes in when you've got your fortune, your position, your fame, and your interpersonal relations around, right? So that's all makes up a primary success motive. This book has contributed all around the globe and has been also translated in different languages. I have read it in English. So I've been quite lucky to learn in time that I should basically focus on my personal motives more than what I have next, which is fortune and my job and my responsibilities at home. That all together makes up a personality. So putting two layers in hand, one on your personal desires and your motives, and secondly, on what you have achieved in life, gives out a brilliant beginning of your lifestyle that stays for you until you come to an end of your life. So Stephen Covey has quite brilliantly said in his book, at one stance, he has said that a person who keeps on moving without motives is as such a car moving without wheels. So we need to keep on moving with the right direction and the right alignment, of course. With that, I would like to suggest, Faiz, what do we have next in hand for book reviews? Is there anyone else to speak about it?
Yes, next we have two young readers, Zara Minhas and Alisha Ahmed.
Wonderful, wonderful. Can we request Zara Minhas to come on the screen and give us an opportunity to learn from what she has? Yes, you can unmute. Over to you, Zara Minhas.
Should we start?
Yes, it's all yours. The screen is all yours.
Danny, the Champion of the World, by the famous writer Roald Dahl. Chapter 1, the book. I love the book, especially the secrets in it. For example, Danny's father was a burglar. There was a massive, I'm kidding, colossal twist at the end, and it makes you think of something that is not really happening. Chapter 2, Bits and Bobs. Some bits make you wonder why they were added, and at the end, you're all, oh, or I got it now. Books are real mysteries sometimes. Chapter 3, I Think I Know. I love the introduction at the start and the fact that the book is actually an autobiography. Danny is the one who the autobiography belongs to, and he is good at telling his whole life story. All right. And when I say it, that I totally mean it. The book is like an actual child wrote it, especially the illustration. It's like a book that once you start reading, it's hard to put down. And I highly recommend this book.
Wonderful, wonderful. You are very welcome. Thank you for this beautiful introduction. And we are surely going to pick up this book and read it out just because you explained it quite well. Yes, Faiz, can we go to the next session if you may allow me?
Yes, before that, we have one book reviewer left, Arisha Amir.
All yours, all yours. Arisha Amir, over to you.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Arisha Amir. I'm 11 years old and I'm in 6th grade. Today I'm going to give a book review on the book Danny the Champion of the World. The story is about Danny. The story is about Danny, and the main characters are Danny, his father, Dr. Spencer, Mr. Hazel, Mrs. Clipstone, and Surgeon Samways. It all happens during the course of an year. It all happens during the course of an year. The story is written in first person. The story begins in a mysterious way. The main relationship was between Danny and his father. I would describe it as a very close bond, especially because Danny's mother died. I would describe Danny as a cheerful and intelligent 9-year-old. The other characters, Danny's father, is a funny person who loves Porsche. The characters I liked most was Danny because he's the kind of person I would look up to. I did not like Mr. Hazel because he is mean and selfish just because he's rich. The book made me feel happy and excited. I found it very interesting. I think it is important to say that the book is a good story for kids. I would recommend this book and author since I found it very interesting and I think others will too. Jazakallah khair.
Thank you, Arisha. Thank you for the wonderful introduction. And that means that we are definitely going to go buy this book. Thank you. Thank you again. All right. So then this was our first session, ladies and gentlemen, and quite relevantly, the speakers, including me, have explained what the book really contains. We have learned a lot from this. Let me move on to the next topic, and that is table topic session. As you can see on your screens, this segment is based on extempore speeches to improve speaking skills. The speakers are giving a certain time of 2 minutes and they are given a topic, right? So I'm ready with my topics here, but I need volunteers to come in, right? So let me see who's in the participants list who can actually be a part of this. I have to randomly choose. Whom should I choose? Choose. Okay. Would anyone like to recommend or raise their hands? Maybe I can see someone at the screen of Zara Minhas. Maybe she can volunteer to speak. I've seen her speaking earlier and she does it very well. She does justice with speaking. Can I have your mic unmuted, ma'am?
Actually, it's mother of Zara. She's
Mother of
Toastmaster
Zara.
Zainab. Actually, I'm glad she's
Zainab,
joining.
yes.
After
Yes.
that, you can go with the participant names and then we will go to the volunteers.
That would be wonderful. That would be wonderful. Okay. Mrs. Zainab, can I start with you now? Are you ready for your topic?
Yes, sure. Actually,
Okay.
it's quite a long time since I haven't delivered any speech. But
That was wonderful. All right.
Okay,
Yes,
sorry to
yes,
interrupt you,
Madam
Fawad,
Devi.
again. First, let Faiz to share the timing details. So every
Yes,
speaker should pin the timer. Faiz, can you share the timing when you
Uh,
will?
yes, so at 1 minute, I'll be showing the green card and I'll show this in my virtual background. Then at 1 minute, 30 seconds, yellow card. Then 2 minutes, red card. Then you can have 15 to 30 seconds to end your speech.
wonderful. Is that understood to everyone? That's understood. Okay. Right. So I'll give you your topic. Now, this was the last time when I saw you, and you did great justice with your speech. Let us see that you can do it once again, and you can surely do it. My topic is simple. I want to ask you, what is your most memorable New Year celebration? What was the most memorable New Year celebration that you can remember? Tell us all about it.
That's quite interesting. Thank you. You know what? I actually celebrated New Year only once. Apart from that, we just sit lazy on the couches and sometimes just sleep at 8 o'clock rather than sleeping at 10 or waiting for 12 to start for the New Year. And at that last year, it was last year, 2020, when 2020 was ending and 2021 was coming. We were at my parents-in-law's house in London, and all of us, like me and my children, we were very excited. We have heard a lot about Christmas and New Year in London, and we have heard a lot about the snow and the lightings and the decorations and all the excited stuff that happens there. But we actually went when we reached London, I think around 21st or 23rd of December. And after one day, Boris Johnson, the Prime Minister of UK, imposed a lockdown, and the London area, it went into the tier 4 of the lockdown, which means the intense lockdown. Only for your essential, necessary stuff you can go out, and only one person can go out. And we had a dream that we will go out for and walk on London streets and see all the celebration and all that. So we could see 1 week before that that dream is not coming true. And guess what? What we started doing, and what was the memorable thing? We started watching Urtugrul, and in 1 week we finished 3 seasons of Urtugrul. Like we were watching it from 2 o'clock in the afternoon till 3 to 4 in the morning, and throughout that time we just were watching Urtugrul. And on the eve of New Year, we heard that few of my parents-in-law's neighbor, they have arranged some lighting and stuff. So we went out, and just from our rooftop we saw the celebration, and that's it. That was it was memorable indeed. Nothing happened, but we enjoyed it. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Zainab. That was so kind of you. Faiz, do you have the updates? How much time did she take to cover up her story?
She had taken 2 minutes and 28 seconds, which is qualified.
That's great. That's great. Thank you so much, Zainab, for being here. And yes, certainly, that was a time of quite irrelevancy in our lives because we couldn't plan anything. So may Allah bless everyone with good health, and the ones who are affected, good, speedy recovery. Thank you once again. I have 2 guests for this table topic. I would like to catch attention of Zunaira Najm. Zunaira is smiling. She knows what's coming up, and I can give her a very easy topic to speak on. Zunaira, can we have your mic unmuted? Okay. Zunaira, are you with me? Can you hear me? I can't hear you. Okay, now it's fine. It's fine. I can hear you. Okay, Zunaira, your topic is.
Can you
what
hear me?
are?
Again,
Yes,
didn't
I
hear.
can. Are you ready for your topic?
Yes, I'm ready.
Wonderful, great. What are the changes that you want to see in our country in the new year? That's your topic, and your time starts now.
I would want to see a lot of improvements because it's been a pretty great roller coaster in our country, and since we have seen there are a lot of people who got affected too. I would want to see new improvements in our country, and I would really want to see like new hospitals opening, new developments happening. I would really want to make sure that there are new things, and I really want especially because I was really wanting to visit in the northern areas of Pakistan. So I really hope that these places develop, and I really want it to be just a really a wonderful place for tourists to come, and I really want it to improve as much as it can, and because it has really a lot of people have affected it. It's been really affected our country, and I really want it to be as best as it can be, and I would really want to see my country be sort of like really improved. And also I would want to see it like especially because when we come from Saudi Arabia to Pakistan, it's really surprising to see how Saudi Arabia was and how it is. I know that it sounds a little weird, but it still is. I really would want to see my country change in that way, just like how it is. It's so developed, and I really would want my country to be a better place, and so that when I visit next time, it can make me feel like that it's, oh my God, it's so much like how the other countries are. So I would really wish that it's developed, and it's still it is. There's so many other cities like them which are amazing, and there are like that, and I know I have visited them and they have been great. So it's not like our country needs a lot of development and stuff, but I really would want it to change, and I really would want a lot of things to happen, a lot of new changes to come to in our country, and this is what I would say for the development of my country.
Wonderful, Zanera. Wonderful. And Faiz, over to you. How much time did she take to complete her speech?
He had 1 minute and 54 seconds qualifying.
Wow, wow, wow. That's a challenge now. Now you have crossed Mrs. Zainab for your speech. That's competition. I like it. That's wonderful. Very good. Very good job. Okay, that was wonderful as well. So, yes, may our country progress and the prosperity and of course the challenges that come in, may Allah bless us with that, but in the right direction. That's more important. Now, with that, I would like to invite our next speaker. I have a very wonderful name here, and it says Novera Najam. Is Novera Najam around?
Yeah, can you hear me?
I can see you and I can hear you very clearly. Novera, how are you doing today?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm very well. Can I give you your topic?
Sure.
Okay, here it goes. What are your New Year resolutions? And your time starts now.
My New Year resolutions are a lot. So when the year is about to end, I have a lot of things to revise from the year that I've done before. Like I have made like I have a lot of goals that I did for the starting of 2021, and I want to revise and practice them and end it for the resolution. So for my New Year resolution, I've planned a lot of things. So when 2022 starts, I wanted to celebrate it really well with my friends, and not just that. I have a lot of resolutions planned for every year for our celebrations. The resolutions that I have are that like the things that I have done in the past 2021. I want to revise them back. I've done amazing stuff. I've written a lot of things. I have improved my writing skills and my speaking skills, and I want to revise them back again in the resolution. So not just that, I would like to do that in my New Year's resolution, and we have been planning for the New Year's party for about 1 month, and we have done it as well. So that is also one for our for our New Year's resolution. We have done a lot of stuff. So the best thing I think is that to revise everything. Like when I've done, like if you make a goal, and when if a new year starts and you make a goal that you want to do it, and then when the year ends and you do it, it's important for you to revise it. So like I have made my own website, so I would revise it, and then I am revising it still and still. So these are my New Year's resolution, and I think it's also really important to have those resolutions to actually
think how important that year was for you and how it has been better for you. And there have been a lot of it's really important to think about those resolutions. And I think yeah, so these are my these are my resolutions, and I hope that you all like it.
Thank you very much, Noera. Thank you. And that was very kind of you to explain us what are your future pledges. And over to you, Faiz. What is the time frame?
Her time was 2 minutes and 12 seconds qualifying.
Wow, 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 wow. That's quite close. That's challenging. Okay, Noera, wonderful job again. Thank you for being here. All right. I want to know, you're welcome. I want to know, is Miss Nosheen Hamid in the session here? Is she available? I cannot see her name though.
No, I don't think
I
she
think
is.
she is not. Okay, we will definitely miss your presence, ma'am. But is there anyone who would like to take up this? Because I'm going to end this session and go to the next one. Anyone who would like to take another topic? Anyone? Okay, nobody's brave enough. Maybe Arisha, you want to speak on something?
Musa Fahad wants to.
Okay, great. All right, I'll move on to Musa Fahad. Musa Fahad, can you unmute? All right, great, great. Welcome, Musa. How are you today?
Fine, how are you?
Okay, now I'm going to give you a very easy topic. All right, it's very easy. You've got good time. Do your best. All right, you're the last one, and you can either win or let everyone go by. All right, so here is your topic. Your topic is, if you are given a chance to improve something that you couldn't improve last year, what would that be? Your time starts now. Did you understood the topic?
Yeah, I think.
Okay. If you want to change anything in your life that you couldn't change last year, maybe a bad habit or excess of food eating or anything like that. If you like to change that, what that would be? Your time starts now.
Okay, I would like to exercise and lose a little weight. Uh, um, so
Take your
so I
time,
could be
no problem. Take your time.
yes, I could be stronger, and I also would like to improve my writing, so I can make better stories and maybe even do a little more art and improve my art skills. So maybe one day I can become an artist, and um, so maybe I could like change change the world one day and make something. That's it.
Okay, all right, that's fine. Faiz, what was the time frame for the speech?
His was 56 seconds.
My goodness, are you a sports car? You're like the beautiful sports car, vroom, right? You just went away. Okay, can we have the results, Faiz?
Yes. So the person who had the most time was Zainab bin Has, and the least time was Musa Fahad.
Wow,
And
wow,
everyone is
I
qualified.
knew. Yes, I knew that would happen. And most certainly it does, because when you've got experience, you get confidence. And with a good vocabulary like Zainab, you can always do wonders with your life. You're the winner. Congratulations, Zainab. And thanks for being here in our session. We are really honored. Now, that was a very successful session, ladies and gentlemen. We have come across our third and last, yes, second last, no, third last. No, it's certainly not the last and the least. It is the spotlight session. This segment basically discusses the current affairs to engage the community and ongoing global issues. You've got to, learn about challenges that take place. And of course, after the COVID-19, we have got a lot to learn. We have to stay with what is being engaged all around the globe. So for that, I've got a very special speaker. I've got the Vice President of Public Relations and he is Mr. Hassan Mahmood Malik. Mr. Hassan has a wide range of experience that spans about 28 years in the oil and gas industry. He is related to procurement, logistics, and operations matters, including HR and commercial developments. Right? He has a consistent record of anticipating consequences, of initiating solutions with preventive maintenance. Now, that's experience, I must say. And he has completed his tasks for specifications of organizational skills with improved success and an utmost career. He has served for the community for many years, and he has been leading in both social and political affairs. With thunderous applause in hand, may I welcome Mr. Hassan Mahmood Malik to shed a light on our spotlight session. Over to you, Mr. Hassan.
Thanks, Fawad. Good afternoon, good morning to all viewers, especially kids, our future generation. Okay. Welcome in Elite Literary Prism Spotlight session. Thanks and to Ms. Javeria Asad giving me an opportunity to talk about the topic, how to talk to your kids about the Sustainable Development Goals, in short, SDGs. Here, today I will just brief about SDGs and why kids should be aware and learn, or we should educate the kids about the SDGs. Why talk about the SDGs with kids? This is an important discussion because while they may not know it yet, the next generation stands to close the most from our current global challenges, and they may have the answer that we haven't found yet. Talk to your kids about the headlines and be proactive in helping them now what's at stake for their sustainable futures. We as a parent need to educate and train our kids for future global peace, prosperity, and protection of planet. Why Sustainable Development Goals? The Sustainable Development Goals, SDGs, also known as global goals, were adopted by 193 countries of United Nations in 2015 as a universal call to action to end poverty, protect the planet, and ensure that by 2030. What is our responsibility? There is an urgent call for action. Public, private, and social sectors to come together in global partnership. Countries have committed to prioritize progress for these who are furthest behind. SDGs designed. The SDGs are designed to end poverty, hunger, AIDS, and discrimination against women and girls. The creativity, know-how, technology, and financial resources from all of society is necessary to achieve the SDGs in every context. The 17 SDGs are integrated that recognize that action in one area will affect outcomes in others, and that development must be balanced social, economic, and environmental sustainability. What are 17 SDGs? I will just list down, I will just explain one of them, because if we go all 17 explaining, it will take a long time. So only today one topic from SDGs, I will take it. Now 17 SDGs are, for number one is no poverty. Number two is zero hunger, good health and well-being, quality education, gender equality, clean water and sanitation, affordable and clean energy, decent work, economic growth, industry, innovation, infrastructure, reduce inequalities, sustainable cities and communities, responsible consumption and production, climate action, life below water, life on land, peace, justice, strong institutions, partnership for the goals. So I will just tell about no poverty right now, and later we can discuss, or we will have a chance to take this other 16s. Number one is no poverty. Eradicating poverty in all its forms remains one of the greatest challenges facing humanity, while the number of people living in extreme poverty dropped by more than half between 1990 and 2015. Too many are still struggling for the most basic human needs. As of 2015, about 736 million people still live on less than 1.9 US dollar a day. Many lack food, clean drinking water, and sanitation. Rapid growth in countries such as China and India has lifted millions out of poverty, but progress has been uneven. Women are more likely to be poor than men because they have less paid work, education, and own less property. Progress has also been limited in other regions such as South Asia and Sub-Saharan Africa, which account for 80% of those living in extreme poverty. New threats brought in by climate change, conflict, and food insecurity mean even more work is needed to be bring out of poverty. Here are some tips for taking to your kids about SDGs. Ask what they think people can agree. Explain what the United Nations is. I will just briefly explain. The United Nations is an international organization founded in 1945 after the Second World War by 51 countries committed to maintaining international peace and security, developing friendly relations among nations, and promoting social progress, but better living standards and human rights. There are currently 193 UN member states. Each of member states of the United Nations has one seat in General Assembly. Share the SDG framework with your kids. The Sustainable Development Goals are the world's to-do list for people and planet. We all have tasks we need to do and checklists to get through. Just like that 193 nations came together and agreed on one common list for all of us that helps make the planet and our community stronger. Ask them to pick up SDG or that this is what is their favorite from your kids. Ask them and they can work on it. The kids are this generation is intelligent. They have the information. They have everything, but the guidance from parents is always required. So I will end this my presentation saying that the kids, they should get guidance from their parents and learn lesson from their parents, and the parents should be involved with the kids. So every speaker or every presentation have some message. So today's message is that SDGs, is a global requirement and people's prosperity, peace, and planet. So the kids come forward and start working now for their future. Thanks a lot. Hopefully I have explained something,
Thank you very much, Hassan Saab. Yes, indeed, you were quite clear in your meaning, and we need to learn from it now. Now, everything that is alarming these days has to be taken serious because our way of living has been changed, and we need to swap our initiatives in terms of sacrifices, sometimes in terms of UNO initiatives, and the others when they are just simply dreaming to do their best. So it's going to be quite practical. Yes, certainly. Thank you very much, Hassan Saab, for being with us. And with your outmost notes, we will definitely, in pursuit of what has been taken forward from the UNO, I believe it is going to make a change in our lives. With that in hand, do I have my cute host, Faisali Hassan, attentive with me? Oh, yes, indeed you are. I can never doubt that. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is our next session, which is known as Elite Mentor Talk. It's very important because we have got a fabulous guest in here tonight. And the elite member, Miss Sabine Naz, an educationist, a remedial therapist, CEO of Travelistan Travel and Tours, That's just a limited amount of introduction that I could say quite quickly, because she is more than we can even think of. She has been given the opportunity to be a CEO for cybersecurity for kids, and she has been the vice president for Read Pakistan academic coordinating, and Bazisha Trust Academy. You can look at your screens how far she has went to provide the best of the services possible to the community and the country as well. You are very important to us. You are quite honorable in our remarks, and I would definitely not lose this opportunity to welcome you, ma'am. Madam Sabine Naz, the screen is over to you. Faiz, can you unmute her? Okay. Walaikum assalam wa rahmatullah.
Congratulations on successful. I don't know why I'm not getting into the frame actually.
Now you're correct. It takes a bit of time. It's all right. No problem.
I would like to share my screen. Is it possible that you give me the right to share?
Certainly. Faiz, can you do the honors, please?
Yes, now check if you can.
Okay. Today, first of all, I would like to congratulate everyone that it's a wonderful program conducted, and remarkably, it's on time. It's amazing. You guys are doing a wonderful job, Zabardast, Fawad and Faiz. I must, compliment on this, that you're on time. So let's start. Today's topic is social skills and friendship. Prior to me, Hassan Saab has given a comprehensive presentation on SDGs, and it's the most amazing topic. I just love it, and thank you so much for giving an orientation regarding SDGs to our children, because it's the most upcoming thing which we are going to deal with. It's the most important agenda by UNICEF and UNO. So let's move on to our topic. Our topic is social skills and friendships. So what are social skills actually? Social skills are the skills we use successfully to interact or get along with others. Basic communication is called basic communication is called social skills. As now I am talking to you, it's also a way of communication, and this is also called way of presenting my ideas, my opinions, or a research document is also called a way of communication, or is a form of social skill. So what are some examples of social skills? Actually, social skills are highly recommended by Islam, and we usually, being a Muslim, we are following all these things. For example, whenever we meet each other, we greet each other, and this is one form of one of the biggest example of social skill. Then we give respect to each other, and this is also an example of social skill. How we encourage others, as I just did, I encourage this startup by Faiz and his team, Javeria and all the others. It's encouraging that I encouraged all the members that how they have conducted a session. So this is how we complement each other, and it's an example of social skill. Secondly, helping others and asking for help is also an example of social skill. being patient and being an ear to a person, that become a listening ear to others, that it includes empathy, and it's a social skill. Empathy is the most significant example of social skill. Then being a team player, when you are a social, as human, we are a social animal, and whatever we are doing to interact with each other is our social skills. So when we are interacting with each other, then we are supposed to be a team player. And we, as a team, you see, Fawad, Faiz, Juveria, Essence Saab, Musa, and all the other participants who have participated in this, they have collectively done some efforts to make this session successful. So this is a team playing. This is called team management or team player. Maintaining the appropriate social space. Yes, we should give everybody's breathing space. We should maintain an arm's distance with each other, not in physical manner. It means that we should maintain arm's distance in our social manners, that we should not, intervene with each other's privacy and breach each other's privacy. So that is very important, that we should give social space. As a mother, I must not always keep asking my children what they are doing, why they are doing, where they are living, what they are doing. Yes, I must tell them that they must seek permission before living anywhere. But I must not, always keep an eye that what they are doing. We need to give them some space to do whatever they want. So this is me. This is called me time in our psychological terms. But me time is very important, and it's not only a me time, but also in relationships, it's called social space, that we do not breach our each other's privacy. And then participating, as now we all are participating and sharing our views and taking turns one by one. We are coming and taking the forum and sharing our views. This is also one way of social skills. Communicating skills clearly, that we should not be very loud, that it annoys people, and we should not be very low, that nobody can understand what we are talking about. Again, then this is called resolving conflicts. This is called that there are so many different things that in a way which conflict arises. That, for example, at the moment, we just face that the person will say that I will come first and someone else will come afterwards. I want to do the thing. So this sort of conflicts can arise at moment, and then it's up to you how you tackle them at the moment and how you resolve conflicts. Then following directions is very important, that if we give too many directions at the one time, it becomes usually very difficult for people to understand and communicate. So direction should be sharp and crisp and short. It should be short. ये ना हो कि बहुत सारी आप इंस्ट्रक्शंस एक ही साथ में दे दें. तो the following direction is very important, and the direction should be short and crisp. Then staying on task. This is very important, as you have just proved it, that hats off to you, Fawad, that you just focused and stayed on task. It's wonderful, amazing job you have done, that you know that this is what you are going to do and how you're going to do, and focusing on the time as well. So this is the job which should be done, and this is also a very important example of social skill. So I'm giving you the live example so that it is more easy and convenient to understand, because children are with us. So please find me, Essence Saab and Fawad, that I've been very, explaining in a very, very grassroots level. So why school social skills are important? It is very important. That why social skills are so important? Because social skills determine how well we get along with others. if we don't get along with others, how can we be able to live in this world? How can we do simple trivial jobs, tasks at home, at workplace, anywhere we need social skills to get along with people, with humans. So social skills are very important. How well we are able to function in our daily lives. Of course, if we cannot be able to communicate with others, for example, if we want to, I'm going to the market and I want to buy something, and I'm not telling him exactly what I want, and then I get annoyed that why didn't you give me the right thing which I want, because I was not able to communicate properly what I want. And whatever he understood, he gave it to me, and then again I start fighting with him. So that is actually how, if we don't communicate with each other, then our daily lives, the functionality in our daily lives will suffer, and we will end up into huge conflicts and disappointments. Then our independence mainly leads to success. Yes, if we are socially skilled, then we are independent to move around anywhere, and we can do anything what we want, because we know how to interact with people, how to get along with people. So this is the most important thing that is required at the moment, at a human level, that we must communicate properly, and let others understand, and understand others as at your own. And this is how you lead an independent life, and these all leads to success ultimately. Your social skills will have impact on your success directly, not only at school, workplace, but relationships. At school, you need to be very good at communication. If you cannot communicate with your teachers, with your companions, your peers, co-workers, then it's not very easy for you to be successful in your life. So it's the case with workplace. If you cannot communicate with your boss, then how would you be able to succeed in your life? And relationships, of course, relationships include all the relationships, not only your immediate family, siblings, friends, co-workers, and extended family. Uh, Everywhere you need successful communication, social skills to build your relationship successfully. Then how do good social skills influence success in school? As I have just told you that for schools, for success in school, social skills are important. So we just discuss about school, that how good social skills influence success in school. That school students are more likely to do better in schools and learning. They feel more confident, make important connections with others, feel part of a group in schools. If they are not able to communicate, I've just told you that it's not possible for them to get along with their successful relationship at school. And then happy and healthy relationships, it's also very important. People with good social skills are able to better communicate their feelings and ideas. Of course, if you're not how can be you expressive if you're not good at social skills? There are less misunderstandings and conflict. As I just told you, have given you an example that I'm going to a market and I want to buy something, and I'm not communicating in the right direction, and then I just end up with fighting with him that why didn't you give me the right thing? Yes, I have not communicated in the right direction. So misunderstanding and conflicts will be the major cause if we are not socially skilled and well equipped in social communication. Then social skills are needed in order to succeed in the workplace. Of course, workplace is very important, that a person's ability to succeed at work is directly linked to their social skills. I just given an example that if I'm not able to communicate with my boss and co-workers, sometimes 360-degree called appraisal method is happening, then it is very bad if you're not a good communicator and you're not well equipped with social skills. then you're not able to get a good appraisal. And of course, this will directly affect your success. Then can social skills be learned? Of course. This is very important. That's why I have explained everything, that if you are shy and timid and you're not able to communicate appropriately, properly at that moment, it's okay. Social skills can be learned anytime. And uh, we start learning social skills as babies. Since the time we are born, people, children start saying baba, mama, dada, so this is what actually they are social skills, that they try to communicate. They don't know anything, and regardless of their language, whatever the language their parents are talking, they communicate with them in their language. So this is how we start learning and communicating with each other. So learning we start at the very early age when we are born. So learning is not a difficult thing, and we never stop learning social skills. As we grow, we meet and greet with people, and then we um, um are you saying something, Fawad, to me? No? Are you saying something to me?
No, ma'am. We are keenly, listening to your advice.
Okay. I thought my time is up. Okay. Everyone can learn to improve social skills. Yes. Everyone, regardless of their age, anytime, any age, you can learn, improvise your social skills. It's not a big deal. So do not worry, do not be shy, and always be keen learner and start learning and improvising your social skills. How can you improve your social skills? It's very important. Yes, it's easy to say that you do this, you do what, but never tell people how to do this. So how to do is that you need to understand and be aware of social skills. सबसे important तरीन बात ये है, you must know what are social skills. You must get aware of the social skills. And then you must be a keen learner and willing to practice. More you practice, more you learn. So never get shy. Sometimes you have to come out of your comfort zone and try meeting and communicating with others, because this is how life is that you have to be somehow very extrovert and be challenging to accept more difficulties in life. And this is how you move if you practice more and more. And this is what Bruce Lee has said, that practice makes perfect. After a long time of practicing, our work will become natural, skillful, swift, and steady. So this is how it is, that more you practice your social skills, more you'll be able to learn, more able to be skillful, swift, and steady. And you will be having no difficulties in communicating with others, and resolving conflicts, and getting along with different following the right way to success. So this is here I end up my presentation. I hope you all understand what are social skills. And one of some most important thing was that friendship was is also a part of, when we come in relationships, it is directly dependent on relationships, that friendship is directly related to our communication skills. If we are able to express ourselves, if we are able to communicate well, then we will be able to more, able to get friendships more steadily and smoothly. And this is how friendship is. So here I conclude my presentation. I hope you all understand. Thank you, all of you, Ehsan Saab, Fawad, Faiz, and Juriya, and Elite Club, K6 Elite Club, for inviting me and giving me an opportunity to conduct this session. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Sabine. It was indeed a pleasure to have you in our session today. And yes, you are quite true with your presentation. That's make equal justice that our skillful, swift, and soft image would certainly create a change in the community. We have got social media influencers at one place, and the others are simply looking for new opportunities. So this is a great add-on. Thank you indeed. Faiz, are you ready for the next session? All right. Before that, I have missed an angel to speak on Spotlight because we have got good time and she is smiling. So she basically forgave me for what I did. Can I have you back, Rumeza, for Spotlight session?
Yes.
Okay. So, Faiz, are you ready with the time frame?
Yes.
All right. Now you are. Rumeza, I'm going to give you a very easy topic. All right. And sorry, I forget you, include you to Spotlight. Yes.
Actually, I'm for
In
the
the
spotlight.
spotlight, there is one topic. She's talking about the SDGs. Actually, it's not table topic. It's spotlight. So we don't.
You can come back to it.
Yeah, 3 to 4 minutes we will be given to the spotlight speaker. So we do, as such, we don't have a timeline for that, but make it short.
I'll make it open for you, but
Yeah.
you can be limited as well. Over to you, Ramesa.
Thank you.
Yeah. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. And today, my name is Raisa, and today I'm going to talk about sustainable development goals. Sustainable development is the peace policy of the future. It is the balance between meeting our own needs without compromising the needs of future generations to do the same. In simple words, there must be a better way to make and build the things we want without spoiling the sky, the rain, or the land. There is an urgent need to communicate this concept with the public and explain them about their doubts. The United Nations Department of Economic and Social Affairs has listed 17 goals for sustainable development of a country. These goals are: number one, no poverty; number two, zero hunger; number three, good health and well being; number four, quality education; number five, gender equality; number six, clean water and sanitation; number seven, affordable and clean energy; number eight, decent work and economic growth; number nine, industry, innovation and infrastructure; number 10, reduce inequalities; number 11, sustainable cities and communities; number 12, responsible consumption and production; number 13, climate action; number 14, life below water; number 15, life on land; number 16, peace, justice, and strong institutions; and the last, partnership for the goals. How can we explain this to our children? In simple words, using recycled materials, renewable resources of energy, reducing wastage, and using sustainable green building technology for construction are a few examples. In short, the Sustainable Development Goals are a universal call to action to end poverty, protect the planet, and ensure that all people enjoy peace and prosperity. For too long, economic growth and development has come with an environmental and social cost. Global warming, habitat destruction, overpopulation, and poverty are some of the effects we can see with our own eyes. Wind energy, solar energy, crop rotation, water efficient irrigation, and green spaces are a few ways to protect the environment. To save our coming generations, we have to create an action plan today where all stakeholders move towards a better and greener future for all. Thank you.
Wonderful, Ramesa. That was very nice of you to speak and quite voluntarily. You have done a very good job. Thank you very much. And I hope we'll be learning a lot from your speech. Thank you again. And with that, we are here back on our last segment of our program, which is known as Open Mic. Open mic, as you can see, it's an opportunity to the participants. They are here in the sessions. They can provide an illustration of their talent in the form of art, book launch, poetry, singing, or instrumental performances. I wish I could play a guitar in this one. But of course, let's suppose that we have got first topic, which is of art and craft. And for that, I would call upon the screen my cute little host, which is Faiz Ali Hassan, and he's going to speak first on arts and craft. Let us see what he has in store for us. Over to you, Faiz.
Thank you, Ajay Farad, for inviting me. So today I have made a painting. So there's this quote: "If you could dream it, you could do it," said by Walt Disney. I'm sure we all have used keys. Keys are just used to go through gateways, to go through locks. And our dreams are things that we imagine and we want to do in real life in the future. And all of this can be done by hard work and dedication. So here I have imagined that you're in a dream while you're sleeping. And here is a gateway to how to enter your dreams, how to make your dreams a reality. So if you want to make your dreams, you need to be committed to what you want to do. If you're not, you cannot do anything. Because these types of dreams don't happen in a snap. They come in a long time with full patience and hard work. And dreams are something that can be tangible. So back to you, Ajay Fawad.
My God, my God. Can I have a key to your painting? Because I see the lock is not available in the market here. That's so cute of you. Very intelligent. And I would certainly like to say this, that the appreciation goes to both of your parents, Asad Bhai and Javiria Baji. They have done the best of what they could out of their capabilities, and you're doing justice with it. That is very important. Keep doing it what you do, and do send me the key soon, all right?
Okay.
Okay, that was quite cute of you and quite intelligent of you as well. I've got another speaker of it. Is Afaf Mukhtiar here? I cannot see his name. Oh, he's not here. But I see there is a guest. Raid. Is Raid here? Um, is someone okay? Okay, the mic has been unmuted. Can we have your name, please? Okay, Raid. How are you today? That's very good of you. Can you show one of our, one of your something that you have made? Like Faiz has shown his painting, his drawings. Do you have something to show us that you have made yourself? Okay.
He is a guest.
He is a guest, yeah. So
Yeah.
he's not prepared, but I'm sure that you do a lot in your life that we can be, amused with. So do what you do best, all right? And tell me your full name. Okay, right, Sheikh. That's very amazing. Thank you for being part of our show. Thank you for being there. Okay, with that, I'll go to the storytelling part of our segment. And for that, I have a very beautiful name, Musa Fahad. Is Musa Fahad around here?
Yes.
Okay, yes, I can see you. Quite enlightened room with blue color. That's quite amazing. Musa, what are you going to explain us with your story today?
I made a story. It's about a superhero and and a villain, like to save the world from the villain.
Right, so your time starts now.
Jake versus Dr. Sam. Jake was climbing a mountain as his harness snapped as he was falling to his death. His sister cried, "No, Jake!" Then he teleported into another universe and woke up in a test tube. And a man's sudden joy, "You are finally awake." His name was Andrew. Andrew was a scientist. He wanted Jake to save the universe from his evil brother, Dr. Sonic. He explained to me how to defeat Dr. Sonic. He explained that Jake had to defeat all the great first, the great ripper, the king crab, the hunter, the great mountain goat, the sweet monster, and the great polar bear. Then, after you got all their parts, you have to put it in the golden heart and summon the blue bear. He explained. All small ripper birds are working for the great ripper bird. He told, Andrew gave me a help boost, one cotillion, and a cowboy. Jake yelled, your lab looks good with the black black wall and blue growing stripes. After some rest, Jake went to defeat the great ripperbird. He entered a polluted city nearly slipped on blood. Then he went to a factory and saw turquoise, red, blue, black, and green ripperbird. Then they all attacked him. Jake punched them in their long necks and ended their life instantly. Jake sneaked past the rest of the guards, but something started to punch Jake. It was camouflage ripperbird. He started to punch the air and hope it worked, and work it did. He found he found a sword and saw two rows of ripper birds surrounding the great ripper bird. Jake jumped and sliced all their heads, and Jake yelled, It's just you and me. The great ripper bird jumped in the air and Jake drew his sword. The ripper the ripper bird struck his eye, leaving a scar on his eye, but the sword hit the great ripper bird in the neck and killed him. Jake got the legs of the ripper bird. Time to go to the beach. Jake got to the beach and saw there were millions of crabs, and if anyone came close, they would pinch them to death. The ocean was empty. The crabs were running all over the beach, and the drought ocean was Jake was going to slice most of them with his sword. The crab started climbing on him and started picking him. He saw 10 humongous crabs surrounding the ginormous crab, the king crab. There were many dead fish in the ocean. Jake used his sword and stabbed the king crab, and all the small crabs sprinted away. Jake then Jake then which was a boomstick that's sick to anyone, and he got the claw of the king crab. Jake got to the forest to defeat Hunter. Hunter zipped around the forest throwing bombs and blowing up the trees. Hunter had state of the art technology. Hunter was smart as an AI. He was going so fast with his super speed boots. He stabbed Jake in the back and threw a bomb next to him. There was a huge explosion, and he got and killed Hunter. He got the brain of Hunter. The explosion left a huge crater that started filling up with water. The trees were demolished and obliterated. Everything was black. I could not see a thing. Ash was flying in the air. Jake managed to climb up the mountain, but it was still dusty. Jake saw a bigger mountain, so he climbed up it. When he got to the top of the peak, a small mountain covered with ash. I thought that was that the top of the mountain was flat and not a single bump. But the suspicion ended when he saw a blackberry bush. He was so hungry he didn't eat for 5 hours and skipped to the blackberry bush with drool falling out of his mouth. While he was eating, a goat nearly hit Jake off the mountain. Jake took this as a chance of food and sliced the goat and took some meat. He started a fire, cooked the meat while looking behind and saw a tower of goats. The great goat was at the top of the mountain. Jake killed one of the goats and the tower went boom. But then the peak of the mountain came back. Jake uh, killed, sliced the great goat, but it hit him in the stomach. So then He killed the goat and he got some meat to go. Jake went to the chocolate valley to kill the sweet monster. When he got there was a chocolate river and a chocolate fountain, candy corn on toothpick for uh, lollipops for trees for um, and got a hold of himself. Well, he went to look for the sweet monster, but when he saw the sweet monster, Jake yelled, "I can't." The sweet was, "I can't what?" Jake explained, "I need to kill you and take your head." The sweet monster kindly said, "Why?" Jake replied to save the universe. The sweet monster sadly said, "Okay, do it." The Jake replied, "I can't. You are too sweet." Then Jake had an idea. He used the brain of Hunter to duplicate the sweet monster, then killed the duplicate and got the head of the sweet monster. And is is going to join Jake. The sweet monster name was Sweetie. Jake and Sweetie got to the South Pole to get the arms of the great polar bear. When they got there was no ice, just land. There are a lot of polar bears. The sweet monster distracted the polar bears while Jake went to kill the great polar bear. He was sitting on a chair with two polar bears. Um, the polar bears tried to kill Jake, but he throws them in the water, takes his sword, and kills the great polar bear, and got the arm of the great polar bear. Jake and Sweetie got the golden heart and put the legs of the polar bear, the legs of the great river bird, the claws of the king crab, the brain of Hunter, the horns of the great mountain goat, the head of the sweet monster, and the arm and body of the great polar bear. The booger was summoned. Then we got ready to go to the moon to defeat Dr. Stanek, but first we had to restore the beach, the South Pole, and the city. Then we went to the moon. We got to the moon and saw all the greats, and they were all more evil than before. The sweet monster went for the sweet monster. Um, went for the evil sweet monster. Jake went for the great super bird, and the Google hunter went for the hunter. The good team was winning, but when Hunter threw a move, that killed the Booger. The great mountain goat and the great bull and the Speedy summoned the Booger. They killed them and summoned the Booger again. They went to the Titan X, to planet Titan X, to defeat Dr. Summit. When they got to Titan X, there were lots of minions, but then the Booger summoned his own minions for then we attacked. Jake was eaten in the battle, but then the sweet monster pulled him out and said they won. Uh, and they had trapped Dr. Samek, and then they killed him. It was the end. I returned home and told my family that I was okay. When I went to go sleep, I saw a portal. It was not the end. The end.
Thank you very much, Musa. That was a brilliant story, and you did the marvelous job as possible to explain us what the core idea was. Thank you very much for this story again. And let me go quickly to our next speaker. Muntaha, are you there?
Yes.
Okay, Muntaha, it's your turn. You have got 10 minutes to explain about it, and we are going to wrap up.
Hello, Assalamu alaikum everyone. My name is Muntaha Anwar and today I'm going to tell you a story I have written by myself. A girl and a TV. Once there was a girl named Maureen. She watches too much TV. Her mother and father try so much. Even if her mother and father were sleeping, she sneaked from her bed and started watching TV. One day she was not able to see well, so she put glasses. Moral of the story: too much TV is not good for your eyes. Okay. Okay, and another one that I have written, the number line. The numbers were walking on the number track. They were having so much fun. But then they saw a number family just like them. They became friends, best friends, until the huge number 100 came. He started pushing and beating them. They ran away. They beat the number 100 and the number 100 ran away. They lived happy ever after. The end. Thank you.
That was brilliant. That was marvelous. Muntaha, you know what you did? You brought back Charger, Charger kind of enthusiasm in us. Like my eyes were like wide open. I could rhythm your way of saying, ta 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 ta. So that was very nice. That was helpful to us. Thank you, Muntaha. That was brilliant. And this is what it is. As I've already heard a book which says वही जमाने की गर्दिश पे गालिब आता है जो हर नफ्स से करे उम्र जावेदा पैदा। तो मेरा ख्याल है यकीनन यही हमारा जो है वो पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू भी है और इसी वजह से हमारी ये सोसाइटी एलीट क्लब मैं एहसानमंद हूँ मैं एहसानमंद हूँ जवेरिया असद साहिबा का कि उन्होंने ये कदम उठाया क्योंकि इस तरह की सोच से ही आप देख सकते हैं कि हमारी यंगस्टर्स में एक सोच मौजूद है जो है ना उसको परवान चढ़ना चाहिए और ये बहुत बेहतरीन क्लब है बच्चे सामने बैठते हैं अपनी बात कह सकते हैं कॉन्फिडेंटली और अपना एक मैसेज हम तक पहुंचा सकते हैं सो थैंक यू वेरी मच ऑल ऑफ यू चिल्ड्रन यू आर सो क्यूट so intelligent and most importantly you are promising you're very promising for the future outcomes to come and you need to take care of the challenges that take place everyone has challenges right we are going through a time frame where we need to decide what good decisions can we make and this is why elite club comes in the list at top of the list I must say in the kingdom and the only one may I say quite confidently that has the potential to give children their opportunity that they desire and they deserve it so keep smiling and keep what you do that's very important and Madam Sabine Naz Ahsan Malik Saab I can never be more than thankful of what you have presented us today this is what we need to do like we need to learn all together and as Madam Sabine said that if the social reforms are yet to be made it is only single way to do that keep learning as much as you can so that's what we are doing we are already your students Madam Sabine we are always learning from you and your contributions are certainly desired by everyone salute to your services indeed and with that I would like to come to the end of our program but before I go I need to thank one more guy who has been very brilliant I'm waiting for the key again and he is none other than Faiz Ali Hassan I can see him smiling he's a very serious boy at times. I've seen him focusing in his goals so vividly. He is totally grasping the personality of his mother. Yeah, we are quite afraid at times from her because she is quite straight and punctual at her provisions. Madam Javeri Asad would like to say something. Yes.
Yes, I have to say many things. First of all, Fawad, thank you so much. You kept us energized and you made the show actually and it was always I'm thankful grateful to you that you always welcome us you always accept our sessions to be a part of it as a host and ladies and gentlemen and kids uh, this guy has his own journey actually being a host being a RJ and inshallah we will invite him as a mentor also in our elite mentor talk where he will share his journey how he established himself as a host because being in KSA whenever there are community events in any city the first and the only recommendation is RJ Fawad to host the event on the ambassador level or the community level. So thank you so much, Fawad, and I would like to invite you in our upcoming sessions, not only as a host, but also as an elite mentor to share tips and tools, how to be a public speaker, how to improve your communication skills, and of definitely the public speaker because your session was very interactive. You I think amazing job. So I hope all of you have enjoyed this session. And I didn't receive a good response from our adult member. So I would urge all our adult members to take part in the session, because this is not only for our kids, but it's only also for adults. So our kids will learn so many things for the experiences of your journeys, whatever the personal journeys or professional journeys or literature journeys. So, before I will sign off, I just want to share acknowledgement certificates to all our participants and moderators and speakers. It will just a small token of appreciation from Elite Literature Society that you consider our session and distinguishedly participated to make this a successful event so far. So let me share the participant certificates, because this today's session was very important because it's our first launching session, and everything which is going on the first time, it has its own memory, actually the golden memory. So you made the history today, because today it's 22nd of January and we launched this session, we launched this Elite Literary Prism. So I'm glad, I'm thankful, I'm grateful to all of you to make this history together. So starting from Zanera, thank you so much, Zanera, for joining us as a speaker, as an active participant in our session. Zainab Minhaz, thank you so much. She's a Toastmaster also, and she has just joined our Literature Society, and I hope this journey will continue. And her daughter, of course, Zahra Minhaz, who shared the book review, and she is a bookworm, and I know that in every book review session she will be there, but I also want her to participate in other sessions also. Thank you so much, Musa Fahad. Your story was lovely, but next time we want to make it short and sweet, and also with the morale. But it was amazing story. Thank you so much. And then Arisha, as always, you're a good speaker, very interactive. Thank you so much. Muntaha Anwar, what should I say? Your story really made the event. Thank you so much. And you were the star of the show, actually.
Thank you, Miss.
Romesa, lovely. And I'm glad that kids are taking part in the current affairs also. We should be aware what is happening around us. So next time I want to see other kids also taking part in the spotlight. And then Navera, as always, both sisters do wonders always. Thank you so much, Navera and Zunera, for taking part in our session. And then, of course, Faiz Ali Hassan, who is a kids coordinator who hosted the event with Faiz Fawad. Thank you so much, Faiz. And last but not the least, actually this is not the last, Sabinas, who always take out the time for our benches and share amazing slides. And I want to say thanks to her because our another elite mentor was supposed to join us, but she got sick, and Sabinas agreed to join us as a lead mentor on the last minute, and this is a really big favor, and we thoroughly enjoyed your slides and you enlightened up on the topic social skills. Thank you so much, Ms. Sabinas. And then, of course, Syed Fawad Ali, I hope I mentioned your name correctly. It's just a small, as I said earlier, that small token of love appreciation from my side, because love, nothing can, express my feelings of gratitude towards you. So thank you so much, Fawad, once again, for making it up. And then Ehsan Mahmood Malik, thank you so much, because the spotlight was your idea, and I'm glad that you initiated it, you made it, and in the next upcoming sessions, definitely you will bring more topics, and we will have more speakers and moderators and a host. And it's not about only the Fawad or Faiz or me are hosting the show. If any of you is interested to conduct the show, to moderate the show, you are welcome. So thank you so much. And our next session will be on the third Saturday of the February, definitely, because we are on every third Saturday. And this is a beginning, actually. We will definitely modify our sessions, modify our segments with your suggestions and feedback. We are always open And all the participants, all the parents who are hearing us, you can suggest us to improvise our segments. And definitely, I hope you heard, all of you have enjoyed this session. And next time we will recommend our books of the week, month for adults and kids. The theme of the event, because this month our theme was New Year and New Hope, and alhamdulillah we started with the bang. And I want to again wish you all Happy New Year. And I just want to make you realize that make resolutions of your new year. Whatever you have done in past is past. Make your resolutions. Start with all your personal and professional activities with the new hope, dedication, motivation, and optimism, which is required at this time in this pandemic situation. And every day is uncertain. We don't know when tomorrow what is going to happen. So you have to be optimistic, and you have to be firm in your decisions, in your steps. Whatever, if you're a student or a professional worker or whatever, please do committed with your work, with your studies, and with your and make priorities. So this is a message from my side, and thank you so much. If anybody wants to say anything, please welcome. And after that, I will thank you again, Fawad, Sabine, Faiz, Essence Saab, and all my lovely kids. Iram and for share, because they are having our team members also. Iram is there. Iram, thank you so much. We thoroughly enjoyed the session. So overall, thank you so much again, Fawad again. Hope inshallah you will join us again. So bye-bye. Take care. Good evening. Actually, it's a good night, and it's wrap up from Javeria Asad, founder of Elite Club KSA. Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz.